apologies if you can hear the laundry machine going on in the background. I completely forgot I wanted to film this talking part. I hope it's not too disturbing. I just finished painting day 9 of the Strata Easel challenge, which is basically a challenge to do 31 paintings from life during the month of January and September. I took on the January challenge this year. It's my first time ever doing it, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that I'm currently in the process of setting up my own Etsy shop to sell prints and originals of my artwork, which I'm very excited about, and people seem to be very excited about as well. And I just thought it would be fun to film a little bit of the behind the scenes of what I'm actually doing to set it up, and I think it's just going to be a nice thing to look back on. So that's what this video is. I actually bought packaging and shipping supplies earlier this morning, so I just got wrapping paper and how do you call them? Cardboard mailers for the prints that I'm going to get done. I can't make prints myself because I don't have a good enough printer, but I have scans of all of my artwork that I want to print ready to actually be printed. I've just been talking to a few different places to get my prints done. Very exciting. There's not going to be a lot. I ordered 15 in total, so very limited edition so far, but I'd rather have fewer that actually sell out than have loads and just keep them here to collect dust, because I have no idea how many people are actually going to want to buy them. So I just started with 15, which I think is a pretty good number, and then we'll see from there. There's going to be 3 different prints. I'll just put pictures of them on the screen so you can see them. But if you want to stay more updated on that, I just talk about it a lot on my Instagram, so I'll leave the handle for that in the description below. I also found, while I was home, I found a whole bunch of the lino cut carvings that I did for my A-level course when I was in the UK. That was actually 2 years ago now, which is crazy to think about. I think I have a video of me carving this one. I think that's part of a video that I posted on here, so if I can find it, I'll leave the link for it as well. But I think they would make really nice decorations for the tissue paper or something, so I'm gonna try stamping those later. I don't have proper ink, but I'll figure something out. And then I also made some sketches. I just did some eye sketches, some tiny ones, just this big, because I was bored and I had some extra paper, and I think they turned out really nice. I'd really like to include some extra sketches within the first few orders just as a thank you, so I'll keep working on those. And now I think I should get back to studying, because as much as the shop stuff is really fun, I do have exams coming up. So I wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk about something that I really care about but I haven't spoken about yet, which is sustainability. And I'm not going to go very in depth now because I definitely still have a long way to go with it, but I feel like I've taken some really big steps in the past couple of years towards a more sustainable lifestyle, and I definitely want to bring that forward within this as well and within my art in general, because I feel like that's an area of my life that I haven't been focusing on as much. And as I said, there's a lot that I want to get better with, and I'll keep you updated with the changes that I choose to make to lower my waste and my environmental impact within my art. But for now, for the shop, I'm obviously choosing to keep packaging to a minimum and only using recyclable and recycled materials whenever I can. And then I'm also trying to make an effort to actually give a second life to the scraps of paper that I saved up over the years. I never really throw it away. Like if I have like a small bit of watercolor paper left from cutting out other pieces, I'm not gonna throw it away, but I never really use them. And loads of other things like that. And I'm bringing this up because for these eye paintings I actually primed bus tickets that I saved up when I first moved here, and I didn't have my bus card yet.
and they're made of pretty thick paper, so I thought I could reuse them for some quick studies or something like that. I just primed them with gesso and I think they look great. But I know it's not much, and there's definitely a lot that I still want to research and get better with, but I feel like not that many people talk about sustainability within art, and specifically within painting. Lee Ellison is one of the few, but I don't know many others, and if you do, please feel free to share them with me. I'd love to know. But for the most part, I've really been inspired by other kinds of small art businesses. Natalia in particular, she is a young fashion designer and she has her own slow fashion brand, which I really like, and she talks a lot about sustainability on her YouTube channel, which I'll leave linked below. You should definitely check it out. She makes really nice videos, but she definitely inspired me with that. I wanted to mention this even though I'm not really doing anything special so far, but I wanted to put it out there, and it's definitely something that I'm thinking about. And if you have any suggestions at all on the topic, feel free to leave them in the comments as well. I'll be more than happy to hear them.
Well, good morning, I hope that you're doing well. I haven't updated you in a couple of days because honestly all I've been doing is studying. As I said, I have 2 exams next week. I have a chemistry one and a coding one, so it's been a bit stressful with having to study for that and also doing this 30-day painting challenge. But I knew, like, I'm doing this to myself. If I have to, I'm gonna stop painting this. I actually did a drawing yesterday, so no painting. I just wasn't in the mood for it, and I wanted something quick and relaxing that wouldn't involve having to clean up everything afterwards. But I do actually feel like painting today. I set up a really nice scene with an old wine bottle and some fruit and stuff. So excited to paint that. And also something very exciting that's happening today is I'm meant to be receiving my prints. I'm actually going back home to my parents this afternoon, and that's where I got the prints and everything else shipped to, because I know that there's always going to be someone there to pick it up. I'm very excited to see those. I will show you once I get home. I'm gonna get to painting right now, and hopefully this one turns out well, and then I really want to take pictures of all the 7 pieces from this week, and then once I'm finished with my exams, I'm going to take proper pictures with them. I want to set up like a proper photo shoot with props and flowers and stuff, so you'll get to see that at some point, I think probably in the part 2 of this video. I didn't end up showing you the prints yesterday night when I unboxed them because the lighting was terrible, so I'm gonna take some nice pictures now and actually show them to you, and also I want to take like some sneak peek type pictures to post on Instagram, because I don't think I'm going to actually be able to open the shop until beginning of February, I guess, because I have exams next week, and I want to actually be able to shoot pictures of everything and stuff, so that's gonna take a couple weeks. And I also need to varnish all of these paintings. I don't think you can see all of them, but I have all but one. I don't have the last one, but I have everything else that I've painted this month on the table, and they all need to be varnished. So we'll see if I get all of them today, because I also need to continue studying, but I'll at least get started on them. So this one was definitely the most requested one. The original painting is actually an A5, so it's half the size, but I think the print turned out really well. I love the colors on this eye, like the purple and the reds and oranges, and the detail like of the highlights and stuff. I really like how this one turned out. And then we have this one, which was an A3, like the original painting is an A3, and I scaled it down to A4. I really like this one as well. It's probably the most complex piece I did last year when I first started painting with oils, and I was very proud of this one, and I still am, so I wanted to turn this one into a print. And then last but not least, we have this one of a study that I did in my sketchbook, so you can see like the sketch that I did in the background, so with the grid. And I think You can see a bit more of my process in this one because I didn't necessarily finish up everything, so I think that's quite interesting. So there you have it, those are the prints. I hope you like them. They're going to be on my shop relatively soon. I'm not sure when this video is going to go out. The shop is probably still not going to be open, but still, they're going to be up soon. I hope you like them. I'm really happy with the quality and everything. I was quite worried that the colours were going to turn out weird because it's my first time doing anything of this kind. But yeah, very happy with them. And now I'm going to get to varnishing. I'm hoping to film some reels and stuff to post on Instagram as well.